All right, welcome to today's plays. We're gonna try to start doing this more on a frequent basis. Obviously, we have the Sweet 16 coming up today, so we're gonna do a show today. We'll probably do another show tomorrow, but we'll try to probably do this 2 to 3 times a week of just our daily plays and what we like moving forward. Again, this is just gonna be short and simple. Just gonna show you my plays. Again, these are all on Twitter. I post all my plays on Twitter as well as Pick It as well. But I'm just going to give you a little bit more in-depth reasoning of why I chose my plays. So to start off, again, Sweet 16 starts tonight. We have 4 games. I only have the games that are played today. I will have more tomorrow once we get into those plays. But today, I have 2.5 units on the FAU Tennessee under 129.5. It started off pretty, I think it was like 131, and then it dropped to 1.5 points, which I wish I got in on it earlier, but I'm still okay with this line. The reasoning behind the under of this game, and I don't know if you know a whole lot about me, I hate taking unders. But the reasoning about this, Tennessee is the number one best defense in the country. We all know that. Offensively, they're nothing special. FAU, the biggest thing I've realized about FAU, yes, they can score a lot, but it's only when they're playing opponents that score. They really play to what their opponent's level is. And that's why I really like this under. I think they're going to play to Tennessee's level. They're going to make it close. Overtime is the only thing that kills us or fouls at the end, but they're going to play at Tennessee's tempo, Tennessee's speed. And Tennessee is very slow, both on offense and, well, I guess they're, fast on defensively because they're great. But I like this game to be close. I doubt if FAU gets over 55 points. I'm feeling like a 60-55 Tennessee win in this game. I'm not going to pick Tennessee spread because I really wanted to take FAU spread, but I saw everyone on that, so it kind of got me a little nervous to take that. Moving on, we have Arkansas. Arkansas is up against UConn. UConn, I think, is the most bet on team today, which is terrifying. So I usually try to stay away from heavily popular teams. And UConn, obviously, they're great. I don't think a whole lot of people are going to be taking Arkansas at +4. I think that's kind of a weird play. It's a weird line. I'm seeing people get it at 4.5 to 5. So I might have gotten screwed at the 4 points, but I think this is going to be another really close game. Again, I kind of like the opportunity for overtime. Hopefully not in that Tennessee game because I have the under, but I think Arkansas might cover in this game. They could also possibly win this one outright against UConn. Again, UConn's a very good team, but if you look at Arkansas's players, they have 2 top 10 draft picks. I don't know why they're not better. I've been saying it all year. They should have been ranked higher. I don't know what happened in the regular season, but I really like Arkansas +4. Moving on, MSU -1.5. I hate it. I hate rooting for State. I have too many friends that are State fans. However, everyone's on State. Kansas State was the early favorite. I believe 1-point favorite. I think a lot of big money came on MSU. I'm just seeing a lot of people on Michigan State. Again, I don't have a huge wager on this. I just don't want to miss out while everyone's cashing on Michigan State tickets. So small little wager on Michigan State -1.5. Again, I really like K-State. I probably will quietly be rooting for K-State. But yeah, I have a small wager on MSU -1.5. And then if you do see this wager twice on my list, it's because you're true. I've Drew Timmy over 19.5 points. The reason for this is Drew Timmy, as we all know, is the leading scorer of Gonzaga, one of the leading scorers in the country, averaging 21.5 points per game. His line's only at 19.5 in this, probably because they're playing UCLA, who I think is the third best defense in the tournament, or in the country, sorry. But Drew Timmy has 5 consecutive tournament games with 20-plus points. He has 9 tournament games with 20-plus points in his career, which is tied for the record all time. So 20-plus points tonight against UCLA, which we know is going to be a close game. They're going to be relying on Timmy a lot to stay in this game and possibly win it. So I like him to beat that record tonight, to score 20-plus points. He has already scored 20-plus points on UCLA in the tournament in the past. I believe he had 25 when they played UCLA in the Final Four, where that game, Jalen Suggs hit that game winner 3-pointer half court in overtime to put Gonzaga ahead. But I like Drew Timmy to have close to 25 points, possibly even closer to 30. So that 19.5 should be easy. It also is probably a pretty bet online, so that's a little scary. But again, trust in the stats there. He's 9 out of 11 games in the tournament over 20-plus points, and one of those games was versus 16 seed, where obviously he probably didn't play the whole game. So I really like Timmy to score over 20. I think that is a really good lock, which is why I have it twice on this list. And then moving on to the NHL, as you can see, I do have that Prize Picks entry. That is all college basketball as well. So we'll quickly get a little NHL in here. We have the Wild versus the Flyers. I have that over at 5.5. No idea why that is where it's at. In the past, in the last couple weeks, the Wild have been hitting lower than to justify the over 5.5 point total. But if you look at Minnesota recently, they have scored over 6 goals in 4 of their last 5, 6 of their last 8. So they have found it offensively. They've found out how to score, and defensively, they're great. I think they're average or allowing like 2.7 goals per game. So really good on the defense, which is probably why that line's so low. But again, their offense has really been clicking. And then, as we all know, for Philly, they've hit the over of 5 or over 6 in 5 straight games. Philly doesn't play any defense. However, they can get lucky and score a little bit. They are at home, so hopefully they can get lucky and score. But that game should go way over that 5.5. I'm thinking like a 6-2 Wild win. I believe that over 5.5 is a -130. So pretty high, not a whole or pretty juicy there. So I do like that over. I think that's relatively a safe play as well. Vegas money line honestly is just a guess here. Vegas has 10 more points. I just really like them to win this game. Uh, they they're playing Calgary, which I understand is good. They just lost to Calgary 3 games ago. They are 1-2 against Calgary on the season. However, Vegas has won 4 of the last 5, or Calgary has won 2 of their last 5. So Vegas is in the right direction. I like them to win this game. It's at +120, so you're getting pretty good odds there. And then I just think they're the better team. So I'm going to take them to win that game. Hopefully the Flames can screw off and not score that many points. And then again, let's go into the Prize Picks. If you haven't already, the promo code for Prize Picks, $100 free deposit match, is Worstbets. So definitely, I know I'm all into promo codes, so definitely get into those promo codes. Again, it's 100 free bucks, risk-free deposit match. So make sure you lock in that promo code Worstbets. I already explained why I like Timmy over 19.5 points. Let's get to no idea how to pronounce this, but Adama Sanago over 16.5 points. He plays for UConn. Honestly, this guy's a stud. He is the leading scorer on UConn. I just think this is going to be a close game between UConn and Arkansas. I think they're going to rely on their heavy hitters. And Sanago has been their guy all tournament so far and has been their guy all season. I just like him to score the 16.5 points. Again, anticipating a really back and forth, hopefully high scoring game. So that one should be okay there. Marquise Noel over 4.5 turnovers. He's playing Michigan State. This is also kind of in favor of Michigan State, which I don't love, but his 2 tournament games, he's had 6 turnovers and 5 turnovers. So I like that to continue with Michigan State, who plays really aggressive defense, really fast, really physical. They also force you to push the game so that it's a high-tempo, fast-paced game. So I really like his turnovers tonight. I think he'll easily get 5. He could get close to 7, 8. Michigan State will definitely test him on the defensive end. So I don't think he's that careful handling the ball. So I think he can get a little sloppy. And again, at the end, it could come down to desperation for Kansas State. So he could get into some bad situations, which would have a couple more turnovers. So again, I really like that line. I didn't get it straight. I just added in the parlay, but I really like that line. And then finally, Tiger Campbell. Love the name. It's hard not to bet on him. He's a little guy, point guard for UCLA with the dreads. Over 5 assists. Again, you're not getting great value here. I really wanted 4.5, but over 5, I believe, and I don't have it written down, but his 2 tournament games so far, I believe he had 7 and 12 assists. Again, not great opponents between Northwestern and UNC Asheville. Now they are up against Gonzaga. However, again, I think this is going to be a close game. He could probably go off on the scoring end. He's averaging, I think, 14 points a game. I just hope instead of him scoring, he gives the ball to others and lets them score. Obviously, there's that guy on UCLA, Jaquez, whatever his name is, who's their leading scorer. I think his line tonight's like 18.5 points, which is super high. So hopefully he just feeds him the ball. But again, I think this is going to be a competitive game. I love Tiger, and hopefully he can get over that. He needs 6 assists, which sucks not to push. But I'd be okay with a push if all of the legs hit. But I really do like that play. We will be live probably later. My TikTok live got banned. So we'll probably be live throughout the show tonight, or the games tonight. So make sure to check in on that, and look forward to tomorrow's plays, because we're going to do tomorrow's plays and then probably some weekend plays as well. But we're trying to get this to be a weekly thing with a couple episodes a week. Just give you my plays, which are already on Twitter again. So make sure you're following on there. But just more reasoning behind my plays and the thoughts inside my brain, which probably are not good since I've been on a kind of a cold streak. But maybe that'll turn around today. So good luck, everyone. Good scores. Thank you for tuning in. And who am I rooting for? Go Drew Timmy, I guess. 20 plus points, beat the record, and win me some money. See you guys.